Have you been racking your brain wondering how you're going to retain your volunteers and keep them serving for the long haul? Well, it's a good question, and it's the question we're going to answer on today's Tuesday Tip. Hi, I'm Hunter Williams. I serve as the children's pastor at Ridgedale Baptist Church in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I'm also the co author of How to Teach Kids Theology. Now, this question of retention is important because, after all, you don't have to recruit as much if you're retaining more of your volunteers. But how do you retain your volunteers? How do you lead to service that is ongoing? Well, service that is ongoing with your volunteers starts with effective onboarding. Effective onboarding leads to service that is ongoing. But what does effective onboarding look like? How do we give them that good start so that they finish well? Well, effective onboarding needs a few things. One, your onboarding needs to be required. Just because a volunteer has a pulse and can pass a background check doesn't mean they're ready to start serving in your ministry. No, you need to give them a good on ramp so that they're going in the same direction and living out those policies, procedures, and expectations that you have for your ministry. So that leads to the second thing. Effective onboarding has valuable content for and about your ministry. So when someone is coming in to serve in your ministry, they need to know what your vision is. What goals are you trying to accomplish? What are your values? What are your policies and procedures? What are your expectations for the specific role they're serving in? I also think part of this valuable content for onboarding needs to have some form of a volunteer agreement or covenant that they sign so that they can say, yes, I want to be held accountable to the vision, values, and expectations you're giving me. And then finally, effective onboarding needs to be immediate. If you wait to have onboarding for volunteers just one time of year, there could be a great time that lapses between when they start and when you're giving them the things they really need to be successful in the place they're serving. So onboarding should be immediate. And there's a few ways you can present and package immediate onboarding content to your volunteers. It could be done through an online course. It could be done through a string of emails and videos that you send. It could be done through a one-on-one conversation. It could be done through them shadowing someone who's serving in the area in which you're recruiting them, or it could be a combination of the four. Either way, they need to be onboarded immediately. I would say that a volunteer isn't truly recruited until they have completed the onboarding process, where they've had a clear background check, where they've gone through the onboarding content that details your values, vision, and what you expect of them in their role, and then they're able to start. I'm telling you, if you can have an effective onboarding, you will have service that is ongoing for your volunteers.